Hello everyone and welcome to another track guide. Ray FF1600 around Willow Spring. This is for the open setup, and the setup I use is the one in iRacing itself, called Willow Springs International. Let's get into the guide. For turn 1 you want to be all the way on the right. For this turn we have quite a lot of camber, so you can take this corner with a lot more speed than you think. My braking marker is the last pole here on the left. My peak brake pressure is about 50% and I ease off the brake but quite quickly. Once I get close to the curb I will go full throttle, because as I said you have all this camber to help you get the car around the corner. Once you go on the throttle again you want to open up your steering just to help the car accelerate a little bit faster. And the track is quite wide, so why not use it all. Now go to the left side of the track. For turn 2 I brake just before getting to this fire station on the right. It's a really quick hit on the brakes just to get down to third, so we don't over rev the car. Once you're in third you should be able to follow the white line on the inside all the way around. I start to track out a little bit again when I get to the fire station on the inside, but you should be able to keep full throttle through this full corner here. Try and find a balance with the inputs you're doing to the car, so you don't understeer out to the gravel when we get to the outside here. Now get back to the right side of the track. For turn 3 I don't have that clear of a braking marker. You can feel there's a little bump. Once you go over that you want to brake, or before you get to that little hill on the left. Once you get to that you want to brake hard, and I mean really hard. Don't lock up the tires but brake hard. I ease off the brake the closer I get to the curb. We have a lot of compression and camber on this one. You should apex around the later third of the curb. Once you get to the curb you should be able to go full throttle and let the car walk out just a little bit. This section is tricky though. Once I get to the top of the hill I do have a little dab of the brake to just about 20% to help the car rotate just a bit more. I also use the throttle to rotate the car if I didn't get it to rotate enough under the brakes. I track out to just about mid-track. I get close to the white line just after the wall on the inside disappears. After that I will be able to go on the throttle again. If you get it right you don't have to back off like I had to do here. This is where a lot of time is gained. For turn 5 get close to the curb on the right. I brake when I get past this curb here on the right. It's a really tricky corner. If you hit the brake too hard you might spin because the rear will go around. If you brake too little you'll go off. If you get too quickly off the brake as well the car might spin. So I brake to about 50% and then I ease off the brake. Not trail braking, just easing it off. You want to be really slow with your inputs here. You don't want to hit the curb on the inside, but you want to apex just in the dip. It would be perfect if you can stay mid-track. Now it's full throttle for quite a while. If you hit the curb on the inside for turn 5 it might actually break the car. It happened to me a couple of times. The steering went all whack and it's easy to spin there as well. Here for turn 8 you should be able to get close to the white line and hold it just as you did in like turn 2. Keep it here for quite a while. Here for turn 8, just where we are now, is where I start to track out again. You want to open up for turn 9 because we are going on to a straight. You don't want to track out too wide. I track out to just about mid-track. Turn 9 is really tricky. I haven't found any good markers for me, but just about when the hanger on the left disappears is where I start to go off the throttle. I only use the brake here to stabilize the car. When you get all the way to turn 9 it does actually camber quite a lot, and that will help you get around, and you will be surprised quite a lot. I know I was. So this is one that just needs practice. I go on and off the throttle quite a lot to try and help the car turn. Once I feel confident that the car will go around, I will go full throttle, and you should aim to apex just after the cone. Getting this right will help you get the times down quite a lot. Great fun track. I really enjoyed it here, but I think it's a track that really benefits from getting a proper setup and not just the one from iRacing. But the one from iRacing sure is competitive. Hopefully this has helped you. If it did, leave a like down below, consider subscribing as well, and now for the uninterrupted hot laps.